The Battle of Plataea is about to begin. Greece's armies have assembled to face off against the Persian tyrant that is besieging this land. Athens and Sparta have amassed a great army along with many other city-states to face down the Persian Empire. Around about 80,000 Greeks face off against a similar number of Persians. Will history be recreated, or will it be changed here on the field of Plataea? What's up, guys, and welcome back. We are here with another glorious DEI battle for you today, and today we do have Battle of Plataea. As was saying, it's one of the most famous battles in the Greco-Persian Wars, seeing Athens and Sparta and one of their finest hours defeating a Persian army in the field. And already we've got a bit of action getting underway. Its arrows are blotting out the sky as we have so many missiles coming in here. This is actually onto, look at this, this is the Logodes, this is the Athenian general right off the bat being condemned to a barrage of missiles. We're seeing another hoplite being sent forward to sort of replace the general. Because of how the Persians are sort of set up, we do have a whole variety of Persian factions. I'll get onto that in a moment. The Greeks and the Spartans are having to spread out, and also they have typically smaller armies as well than the Persians. Already, there you go. The Athenian general has routed. He has not died. He is routed. We already have a hoplite line ready to replace, as you can see here. But that is not good there for Athens, already losing its general in the opening moments of this video. And yes, the Athenian and the Spartan infantry are much more superior than the Persian ones. So there's plenty of hope. There are a lot of light infantry back here. There are some slightly heavier ones, especially in the Bactrian army, to come forward. But yeah, a lot of light infantry going up against a lot of hoplites, which if you've ever played DEI, hoplites are a killing machine in this mod for Rome 2. They are insanely good. Cav is very much in favor of the Persians. The Greeks don't have any, so that is going to be a problem there. But how the Greeks are set up, as you can see, is a bit of a kind of corner themselves in a little bit. It is a very open sort of curve. It's not like corner camping quite, but it is something of that element, and it is obviously to protect against the cavalry threat. But the missiles can whistle down these Greeks and make this much more difficult for the Greeks to actually defend. This could end up just being a problem for the Greeks in the end, but yeah, we'll see. But yes, Battle of Plataea was a Greek victory in history. It was fought in 479 BC. That's a couple of years, I think a year, if not a couple of years after Thermopylae. I think if Thermopylae was 480. So yeah, so Plataea is like a massive sort of like victory. I mean, Thermopylae is kind of seen as a victory anyway in the Greco-Persian Wars, just because of the sacrifice and just how they can like go down. You can see the hoplites here. They're already getting a few kills. I'll get up the HUD occasionally. We'll have a look at it. I'm trying not to keep that up because not for a DEI game anyway. I know I put it up for like vanilla ones, but I'm just not putting it up for this one. I'll get it up occasionally just to show some of the kills off. But yeah, some of the Greek units will get some absolute mega kills because these units are huge, like 300-man units, these lights. But yeah, Plataea is actually a full-out decisive victory for the Greeks, and it very much ends Persian sort of rule in Greece, which is very brief, literally about this year. So this battle is fought in Boeotia. It's kind of like the middle of Greece. The Persians have basically set up camp there over winter, and this is where the Persians, the Spartans and like the Athenians had kind of camped out. At this point, Athens is lost. Athens itself has been burned to the ground. Sparta obviously yet to be attacked. Its field army very much still in very much in good condition. Obviously, only the 300 Spartans really died at Thermopylae. So their field army, which is around about 10,000, is still very much intact. And that's 10,000 Spartan hoplites, let alone all the like Perioikoi and Helots that they had as well. So yeah, Athenian Toxote has been taken out. So yeah, a lot of the missiles here for Athens and Sparta being picked off to start with by the Persian archers, which there are so many of, so many. But yes, we do have multiple different Persian armies, as I was kind of going to get to. So we have Plataea here, which is like the main sort of like Persian army from Persia itself. We have Bactria, who are like from the eastern provinces of the Persian Empire, and then we have Saba as well, which are like I guess like from the sort of like more like southern like regions as well. And they also just kind of like offer just a different variety of light infantry, which the Persians would be able to call upon at that period. That's the thing. The Persian Empire, it's not just one army. It was like that they had multiple armies from just multiple different regions, which kind of all came together. But yeah, these hoplites are getting focused down. 114 already. Hoplite wall is probably helping out quite a bit, but after a while, those missiles start to do a lot more damage. The javelins, especially, do a lot more damage to the armor as well. But yes. It's looking like this flank over here is kind of being ignored almost, so we're already shifting more troops away from this and shifting them over here. I've already put over a lot of my sort of lighter troops, my Spartan youths and my missiles, which are just really javelin units here, Skiriati, supporting my ally over here to try and support just basically against his javelin and missile fight he's having. Got missile cap coming forward as well, trying to do their bit. But yeah, it's just really very much a skirmish phase at this point. The Persians are literally going to use up every bit of missile capability they have before they can go in. So I'm going to make another cut now, because it's all you're missing out on is just missile fights. A long, long battle is this one, so I definitely get you snacks and drinks for this one. But I'm going to make a cut just to get rid of basically just the nothingness here of what's going on, because all that's going on is like everyone is just bringing forward the light infantry, just a javelin, the hoplites. And we're not quick enough that we can catch them. We can't get out of a hoplite wall because we will die to missiles. And the hoplite wall cannot reach these guys quickly enough because these are very light. And these are heavy phalanx. Oh, we'll see here, actually. Maybe these guys are going to go in. They look like they're getting very close. We'll give it a second. I think they are about to just throw their javelins and run away. Yeah, I think they are. They're not going in. What are they? They are indeed, in fact. Take it back. There won't be a cut. We're going to see some action, boys. There you go. The hoplites start to poke away, start to do what they can. Yes, if you want to see more DI and more sort of like Rome 2 historical battles on the channel, but do remember to leave a like, subscribe from around here as well, and feel free to leave a comment down below in the description of any sort of like battles you want to see. And yeah, I can see what we can do. I've got a few more ideas for what I'd like to do. Some historical battles, some really fun ones, Greek ones, Roman ones, and maybe some non-Greek or Roman ones as well. Yeah, the hoplite should hold here easily. This is just easy work for them. I didn't keep an eye on what kills. I think they've lost like 3 men, which is actually more than I really thought they were going to lose. Because yeah, these units here, look at that, lost 100 men in that engagement. These are all healthy. That one lost 100. These ones not so much, but that one, yeah, took a lot of casualties. But then again, they're going to take a hoplite out with this. And we're going to see some Spartans, some Neodamodes, which are basically the hoplite, freed helots, sorry. Or hoplites, basically. So they're not like the best hoplites in the world, but they're okay. They're not well armored, as you can see. They're not really given a lot of armor. I guess that's what happens when you're a slave hoplite. You're not really given a lot of armor because they don't want you to fight back. Yes, it does seem as though Athens is kind of feeling the effects a little bit of the loss of a general. You can see here, actually, Athens has made a little bit of been attacked a little bit on this side with the light infantry. I just think they kind of, I think we push forward a little bit to actually engage this, try and tie them down, and then get the heavier hoplites in to support. But yeah, these light hoplites here, Athens is struggling a little bit. I think they get jabbed in the back a bit as well. Need to be careful of that to the friendlies. There you go. They are routing some of these guys. That's good. And then, yeah, you can see here, look, they've got some of the more elite. This is the most elite Spartan hoplite we brought. It's not really a Spartan hoplite at all. It's like really, it's like the elites of the Perioikoi. They're actually more expensive and better stats than the normal Spartan hoplites. And we actually have another one there as well. We have a couple of these units. And yeah, they're managing to help route these lights very nicely there. So yeah, some good returns here, the Greeks, but it's going to be a lot. There's a long way to go, and you can see missile cav coming forward now, trying to get just javies off onto these units. Whenever the hoplites turn their flank, there's just a wall of javelins ready to do as much damage as possible. We've got Sparabara moving over here, so these are the slightly better and more elite Persian infantry that are available. They have bows, spears, shield as well. They're a pretty very hybrid, well-rounded unit. I think they're going to throw javelins if they're setting up like that. I thought they'd get their bows out, but maybe not. Maybe the bows are just there for an act. So we are routing quite a few of these units here. Very missile infantry. This javelins they're getting routed, I presume. Yeah, the light Athenian spears here, they're losing this fight. Mainly because it's just the javelins coming in. Cav going in for a charge against a light spear. I think they'll still take a lot of casualties. Spears and Cav do not mix well in DEI. And yeah, the missiles coming in on this light Cav as well. You can see the heavies rushing up behind, and they took a lot of casualties there, about 40 or so losses. We have now got Spartan youths going in to replace a light Athenian hoplite as well. And I thought that there was quite a quiet patch before all this action took place, but apparently not. And you can see he's got helots going in. I think that was a mistake, but I'm not sure. Again, tying down another spear, which could allow the Greeks here to catch it out. That's what we're going to do with our lights, just tie them down and then get the heavies up to just get the killing blow. But yeah, it seems like really Bactria and Sab are really focusing on the side here, trying and punch a hole through here, because they just need to get the cav in. If they can get the cav in behind, the hoplite walls will start to crumble, and they have some pretty nasty cav. The nastiest is by far and away this Persian unit here, which I can't. The Shavar unit. I'm not going to try and pronounce the first one, but it is actually a missile cav. It's a javelin cav unit, but it's still very heavy, very scary. But they do have some other pretty nasty ones as well. We've got Bactrian aristocracy over here. They look a bit Persian. There are some Greeks in this army as well, because there were Greeks serving in the Persian army. Even at this point, there was quite a large Greek contingent. The Yavana sort of general here for Bactria is, I guess, representing the Greeks, like Greek hoplites. But yeah, there were quite a lot of Greek mercenaries fought against the Greeks, even when it was their freedom and their nation was at risk. They were like, money's money. Who cares about freedoms? As long as I'm rich, then it doesn't really matter. That kind of was the way of the world a little bit. And yeah, I mean, the Persians employed a lot of Greek mercenaries, even against Alexander. Alexander fought a lot of Greeks. They often got harsh treatment if Alexander ever caught them. But yeah, over on this side here, we've got quite a large gathering of lights here. I think this is where we were like, you know what, we can make a push up this hill and really try and push them back here. Try and wheel them back into the forest, possibly. Try and turn that flank around. Or, to be honest, I was always also thinking we should have really made a push here, because the Persians have left it very light when it comes to infantry. But the risk is if you push out too far and overcommit, the cav will just come sweeping in, and it'll do some serious damage, and that's what we have to be careful of. Reserves are light, we don't have much, and also they're slow moving, most of our reserves. They're mostly like these Homomoi Plataea, which are the Spartan hoplites, the typical ones. The nastiest of our units by far and away is our general units, though. The Hippias here for Sparta, which is what we've got for both generals here. I think it's the only Spartan general we can bring anyway. Is deadly. It's a 300-man unit. It's incredibly good. Morale is incredibly high, and its melee capabilities are really good as well. Here you go, a little rush coming forward. This is exactly what I was saying. I was like, you know what? If they're going to get this close with the javelins, see if their micro's any good. We managed to catch some of these guys out. I mean, obviously, they want us to try and lure us out a little bit, but I was like, well, I'm not going to just let them jabby us for free, and they are going to try and run some of these guys out of here. One is having to stay behind, though, and face the Spartan wrath. These Spartan youths here doing their bit. They need to be careful they don't pull through. And then you can see again more lights coming up and some of the heavies coming up. But yeah, Athens is having a few wavering issues here. It was it was very frustrating because we didn't have to have that Athenian general on the front line. If we just maybe shifted one Spartan hoplite over there just to help that line, this long line that Athens was having to hold, it would have been a lot better. But yeah, the Spartans initially started out a lot heavier on that right flank, expecting Persians to use that area, but they came to the opposite flank, which is probably the right idea because it was the weakest spot. But now it's been re-strengthened with plenty of Spartan boys Even quite literally some boys here. Spartan youths trying to prove themselves so they can then join those elite Spartan ranks. Yeah, this is actually a bow unit, I think, actually, by the looks of it. Looks like they've got bows on their backs, so I would suggest that's the case. But yeah, these are all like javelin units back here just waiting and doing serious damage to the elite sort of hoplites behind. We need to be careful of that. We just don't have enough missiles that we can respond and take out every single one of theirs. Even though we have some pretty decent archers. Certainly the Athenian one's pretty good, but I think most of them have been killed. These are some of the best hoplites available to Athens. They brought their mercenary like veteran hoplites here. You can see the veteran got an eye patch. He's clearly been in many battles, lost an eye to I don't know, some sort of weapon, sword, spear, maybe a missile, who knows. Yeah, they get under fire at the moment. It's a bit of a nasty angle, and I think that's exactly what the Persian player sees. He's trying to shoot down this angle here, get a side shot. So they haven't lost a man yet, Athenians, but they do need to be careful of it. If anything, I'd skip that one out and shoot the one in the middle, the Athenian hoplite. They'll have less armor, and that's what I'd be shooting if I could. Really, yeah, it does seem as though all the action's really taking place on this side here. We've got a little bit of action taking place. So just start to chip away at these boys. But yeah, if you ever want to get involved in any of these DEI sort of battles as well, if you want to send in your own, or if you play plenty of DEI, I know there's quite a large multiplayer community for it. Or if you just want to get involved in any of these sort of like historical scenarios as well, feel free to join my Discord. The link is always, as I say, down below in that description of the video. And all are welcome. Whether you're a Total War enthusiast, like you play lots of games, or maybe you just want to chat with fellow Total War enthusiasts. Yeah, the Spartan youths, they managed to rout most of these javelin units, so they've done well. I mean, what kills are they up to? 70 kills, 91. It's not bad. I mean, in DEI, it's not about kills. It's just routing units. You could kill hundreds of men with a unit and still not win the battle. You just got to get around the backs of units and just rout them. And that's the easiest way to rout units in Total War, but especially in DEI, just get behind a unit. Like, you can get behind a hoplite unit in DEI, it could be a healthy one. If the general's dead, or if you just army losses are starting to be apparent, you can just rout it without killing a man. Like, you can engage it front on, head on, be losing that engagement, but then as soon as you get a unit in behind, it starts to waver and break. That does happen. At this point, we are starting to realize we may have bit off more than we can chew with this assault. We are losing quite a lot of lights here. My Spartan user breaking. The Athenian lights are going as well. We have got some weaker hoplites that have been on that front line over there that have been replaced by they're starting to rout as well, even though we're setting them up here. I mean, there's a gap now opening here. We've got some light spear going in, and we're having to send in some of the Spartan hoplites. They're going in, but there's still a gap that's going to be open up for the cav that's waiting in behind. You can see the javelin cav here getting ready. Spartan hoplites engaging very foreign men to them. Probably like listen to the tongues, what they're saying. These guys from India, probably like, where on earth are you from? A land far, far away. Skiriati Pelt to stay here. They need to start jabbing the cab behind, just doing as much damage as possible. We have chariots. Chariots coming in. I don't know if there were actually chariots at Plataea, but you know, they often were employed by the Persian army, so I guess why not have them? They are getting some kills. I mean, it'd be interesting. They're at 100 already. Oh my gosh, they are getting plenty of kills. There's 60 of them in a unit. They are very delicate. They do die quite quickly, but not before they get 220 kills. And it's still going up. It's wavering now. I mean, they're killing a lot of lights, like the Skiriati and the light peltas, and they're getting all the archers back here. This is going to be a problem. This is a serious problem. 300 kills, and they've rallied. We need more missiles here. We need more stuff. The Agemas now, well, the Hippias is now coming up. 400 kills. This chariot is going wild, and we got a light cav in the back here as well. Or is that a light? Oh no, is that a? No, that is a light cav somewhere. But yeah, that chariot's finally broke up 500 kills, and they still get kills as it routes. They still run things over. But that is huge. I mean, that is, yeah, 540, 550. That's going to probably get to 600 before it clears the battlefield properly. But really well done. I mean, it was routing a lot of Helot Toxote as well, like archers we needed. Yeah, 570 kills it's basically got before that is finished. Wow, very impressive. We're now seeing generals being shifted over here. The Hippias are joining this fight. We need to reorganize this line. Some of the Athenian lights are being dragged out of position. The light cab going in, trying to rear charge some of these Athenian hoplites here. How dare they look at this bloody mess down here. Looks like they are going to rout them as well. This is a Spartan hoplite nonetheless as well. That's like it's being routed by inferior units really. But all you have to do, like I said, is just get behind the hoplite line and it often breaks. The perfect example of it there. Some missile cav getting in behind and doing the damage as well. One of the trade-offs with having that really impregnable phalanx position is just all you have to do is get one guy, a few guys in behind it, they'll start to rout. I mean, it's the problem with the lights though, is that they'll rout just the sheer sight of these units sometimes. 150, 259 men, wavering. I mean, they are lights and very irregular sort of troops, but yeah, not a C really if you're the Persian player. The Hippias are starting to sort of stand up. They need to just get in here and rush these units. I think even out not being in a hoplite wall, they would be fine rushing those guys. But yeah, that is a lot of chaos going on there, drawing a lot of Spartan reserves to that left flank to try and stabilize it. Certainly something about this game is like the amount of movement that went on just to, like, from both sides. Like the Persians trying to find a new weak spot, the Spartans moving their what reserves they had, the Spartans and Athenians moving what reserves they had to counter the movement of the Persians. It was really, really tactical and fascinating to watch. It really was. I honestly think some of these like lights over here need to think about being moved as well. I think we have ample, and the Persians really have little here. The scary thing is that they do have some pretty nasty archers and some cav, and another pretty nasty cav back there. Actually, that was pretty. Yeah, this actually could be a pretty scary one to actually face against as well. The Asabar and Median cav here. Another javelin cav unit there. So yeah, they got quite a few of these Bactrians or like Hippias that we need to keep an eye on. Yeah, Bactrian Hippias and Bactrian like aristocracy. Yeah, it could be a problem later on down the line. Still being a problem right now. We've got a lot of missile infantry going into melee. They're fighting off against Skiriati, so it's just like javelin men from the hills and the mountains around Sparta, the Peloponnese. Wild tribesmen, they'll fight on hard. A very different way to the Spartan hoplites, but you know, they've got their uses. They get a sword and shield, which is very handy. At least this one does. I don't know if my other Skiriati do, but this is I think the better of the options. Yeah, the Skiriati Makara Foroi, I think they're the best for my Skiriati. They got 264 kills. They've done well. I mean, they are murdering these lights. I mean, the problem is they are also light skirmishers themselves. All it takes is a few javelins and it'll whittle their numbers down, as it's starting to do now. And they're starting to be shaken and they're losing. It's just as soon as they were winning. And we got yeah, my Skiriati Peltas Day are my like weaker ones. I remember they have like they have no shield really. They just go in. Well, they have a shield but a smaller one it seems. But they're still routing stuff, you know, still getting kills here and there. Well, how many got? They got 94 kills. Yeah, nowhere near as many as the Makara Foroi there. And look at this! The Spartan hoplites are getting forced into the front line again. And we've got Perioikoi hoplites in the front line. So these are like the middle class. Perioikoi are like they're higher than hoplites, but they're not as high as like actual Spartan citizens and like Spartan social class. But they're still fighting on hard, that's for sure. There's something good in here. A lot of hoplites being stacked in this area now. We could almost pull some of these units out. I think there's quite a bit stacking on top of each other, which the Greeks can't afford. They can't afford to have extra units holding the line, especially when they're holding it so well with the hoplites. There's no point having two hoplites fighting in the same spot. But yeah, look at the massive infantry waiting. And this is what the Persians got to try and battle through. It's these units here. There you go. Finally, the Skiriati are starting to give in. The other Skiriati kind of overextended It's a bit of a sacrifice, though, to allow, you can see the hoplite line to come forward for Sparta if it wants to and try and engage this. It looks like the Persians, where they can, are giving ground. They're just not engaging these guys. We've got the Tabagain Aranshah here, which is like a light sword unit. They're going in. They're going to stay in. Sacrifice themselves against the hoplites. We're very much in the mix now. Still a constant barrage. You can see, like, yeah, well, there you go. Even better proof. There's still the constant barrage of missiles coming in. I think we've got slingshot. We've got archers. We've got all sorts here just being thrown in. This is a problem for the Greeks. They've got to keep their shields up and keep their spears pointing forwards. There's an endless tide of Persians right now. Hold the line, Perioikoi. If you do well today, you might be rewarded with Spartan citizenship. You never know. I don't know if they can, really. They're not really like... Perioikoi are often like the upper classes of places that Sparta conquered, so I don't know if they can be rewarded with citizenship. And I think you just have to get born into it. And it's sad, one of the sad realities. This looks like... Well, this is new, put it like that. So it looks like we've got the elite, very heavy cavalry over here. Coming forward, and looks like it could be making a push on this side. There are a few gaps. I don't think there's anything big enough for the cav to actually get through. They're going to give it a go. I mean, also, there are missiles up here, so they might be just going to try and weaken these lighter units before they maybe try a charge onto the lighter spears. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that and see if anything's happened. But you can see now these Spartan hoplites, they've turned the flank, and they're actually flanking the spear unit in like ever so slightly. It's like, oh, if we just flank them here, we might be able to rout these guys. And lo and behold, we do. We rout that one. And the other one here might get routed as well. Look at that. It dropped from 85 down to 10%, just like that. It's just because I think the unit next to it's routing. Also, it's engaging multiple units and technically being flanked, I think. And there you go. We routed and broke that center there. And these Spartan hoplite units can rest up a little bit. They might need to. Again, more Athenian lights here. They're not having a great day today, the Athenians, and especially their lights. They are getting chewed up. We've got more Spartan infantry coming in here. I think these are the Neomades, yeah. Neodamodes, they're coming in. Probably butchering that name, I do apologize. Yeah, they're reforming the line. Can be no gaps. We're going to see a camel charge here. Yeah, they're going to still attempt it. Camel charge into spears. This was a bit suicidal. We were very much questioning what was going on here. Yeah, these camel cav are actually pretty nasty as well, so to throw them in is a bit risky. We've got some lights coming in here. I don't know what they're going for. Again, just getting in contact with the spears. The spears will come forward. They'll stab some of these guys up. Get them, boys. I think they were trying to come for the helots, but I think most of the units actually behind the lines. Yeah, here. Like just 5 of them, including the marker. They're the wrong side of the hoplite line. And the cav, and those camels got baited in thinking that they could just get a free missile. I mean, it was just helots. It wasn't anything exciting, but, you know, kill's a kill. Yeah, back to just like the solid line being formed up here. And as you can see, this is what I'm saying, movement. And Bactria actually, and looks like Persia as well, shifting troops back this way. Bactria and Atropatene, I should say. They're all really Persians in this weird scenario that we're in. But they're shifting troops over here, and we're now going to see an assault onto this Spartan and Athenian line. These are just the basic Athenian hoplites. They'll still hold very well. Hoplites are just good. There you go. Looks like got some reserves, Perioikois here, some more Neodamodes. These are the veterans, they're pretty low. They're down to half strength, steady at 50 to 70%. But I think after a little while, they might break. So they might need to send this unit along, the Perioikoi over there. We also got some more Neodamodes moving here. And you can see, look at this, more Spartans being shifted this way, back from that flank over there. So yeah, shifting reserves around. The Persians trying to find a way through. It's still missiles coming in. We were like, surely they're out of missiles at this point. But yeah, this javelin unit here, throwing another barrage. But this looks like it's going to be the new target for an offensive here. We've got missile cabin behind you, just jabbing over the top. Just trying to do some more damage to these Athenians here. They were absolutely butchering the light swords in front of them. Well, they're 86 kills. Easy stuff. Get some more, lads. Get some more. Yeah, we've got more lights coming in here. He's like, look at the hoplite shield. They're filled with javelins. They look like porcupines. I don't know how you can still hold that shield. You have to like snap the javelins. Really. I mean, it's not like they're Roman javelins where you have to like drop the shield. They would be easy to snap off. Yeah, these hoplites here are doing okay. You know, 117 kills, not bad. I mean, I hope you get that many kills fighting a terrible Persian unit when they number over 300 a unit. Veterans are at 110, and yeah, fresh Spartan reserves has steadied that line and broken the infantry in front of them. Excellent stuff. Yeah, it looks like the Greeks have really steadied this spot now after this new assault from the Persians. They're going to have to rethink their plan of the Persians and where they're going to give it another go. Still a lot of troops over here, but they are definitely shifting troops from this flank here. Certainly left. It looks like they're actually going backwards. Like Sabar is going backwards. He's going out. Whether he's just trying to hide his troops, so he can hide what he's going to do. But yeah, definitely going in the wrong direction. Maybe he's retreating. Maybe he's giving up. Maybe he knows the Greeks are too strong, too powerful. The formation holds for now. It has to hold. The Greeks' lives depend on it, quite literally. Yeah, these lights keep dropping. The hoplites will just keep killing them. Band's power is very even, by the way. Very even. Yeah, Athenian hoplites 156 kills. Very nice. I'm interested to see what this heavy cab's going to try. I think he's going to give it a go, maybe on these Spartan news, or these not even Spartan news. They're just helots. Well, yeah, they're not going to fight on hard. These are just slaves. They quite happily probably give up to allow the Spartans to lose. Yes, you can see these guys here. They're getting ready, preparing some more lights going in. Looks like the helots might get given the order to go forward here. Don't know if that was a wise idea, actually. Khan actually has opened up a gap in the line. Yeah, they've gone way further than I expected. And that's opened up a big gap there. You can see the Persian cap's got to get into that gap now immediately. The Perioikoi hoplites might be able to cut them off here. We'll see. Oh, he's actually done a good job catching them. Well done, hoplites. I don't think they're going to get any kills. We'll see, 120. Might as a few here. They're going to get into these helots. And just as I was saying, the formation's got to hold. They can't lose any. Can't lose men to cav. The cav gets through. They've lost 4 already, but they're running down, I think, units without ammo, I think. These guys have no ammo. But I hope they have no ammo. The helots going in here, being overcommitted. That should cost the Spartans and the Athenians their positioning just ever so slightly. It's just gaps opening up. You can see the lights here trying to do their bit. And it also seems like the cav's not going to rear-charge his helots and just try and crush them. We've got the general now shifting over here. We've got more, looks like Spartan units getting ready. And here we go. This is going to be a brutal charge into the back of the helots. They have turned to face them, but it won't make a difference. Cab there is going to shatter the spears. Look at this. That's kind of pulled through to get out of that combat. Pulled through the helots there. Because he realizes the trap was going to get sealed on him, and these helots here were going to surround him. I feel like he did pull through a little bit there. He's only lost 7 riders in that entire sort of expedition, getting 91 kills. Pretty good trade. To be honest, you can see a little light infantry missile unit here trying to sneak through. The Perioikoi having none of it. going to just silence them quickly. But by moving them, it does mean that they open their backs to more cav. As you can see here, the lights are coming in. They might try a rear charge here. How wise an idea that is, I don't know. These are just lights. They could do some serious damage. There you go, Perioikoi getting rear charge here. Now it's all going a little wrong for the Spartans. Just getting lured out of one combat and getting rear charged or side charged. Didn't seem like that one worked so well. This is the Perioikoi to face. They've lost 8 men. The rest of the Perioikoi here need to rally, sort of steady the ship. Don't try anything silly. Okay, so we are back. Unfortunately, the replay did crash, but we are pretty much back at where we left off. As you can see here, the Perioikoi hoplites are holding the line, trying to do the best that they can to stop the cavalry from coming back in. Once again, this Bactrian cavalry over here is causing all sorts of problems. And as you can see here, the heavy cav again waiting patiently to go back in. Looks like the Persians are going to fall back and give ground back, and the Spartans are going to be able to rebuild their line if they want to, and stabilize that front. While we have over here the Athenians still battling away in their hoplite wall against, looks like the Sparta Bara here, so the more well-trained Persian infantry now going in to have a go. Let's see if they can break through. It's unlikely. The Sparta Bara are not going to be strong enough to break through, but it looks like a large force, as you can see now, of Bactrians now moving around to this side here to try and test their luck on that right flank of this sort of like defense that the Spartans and the Athenians have set up. It looks like, yeah, it's the only sort of action really going on over here is just where the Sparta Bara are. But I hope you guys have still plenty of snacks and drinks. This is still plenty of this battle still to go. It's been a grindy fight so far. And it's still got an interesting ending to this one, that's for sure. We need to see whether any other cheeky moves are made by the Persians, whether they'll try and get in behind with some more cav. And there are gaps in the line that they could try and, like in a column, try and force some troops through. But it'll be unlikely that they could... I don't know that they could get them all through. They could try and bait out the Spartans again like they did earlier and try and then like rear charge with another cav unit. We'll see what they try. We have got a lot of lights now coming forward here. Looks like they might be about to just give it a good old assault against the Perioikoi and see if they can break through that way. I think most of the Persians now are out of missiles. We've got some lights here that are engaged against some Neodemodes. Some Athenian light infantry. They look like they're going to be going in against the infantry of Sava here. And they're going to be supported by some of the elite Spartan troops, the Trophamoi. How the Spartans do here. I do love these units. They're like, they look very, very cool, very badass. Covered in blood. Mostly it's going to be Persian blood, that is, because they've only lost one Spartan themselves. And there you go. Looks like the assault's going to be coming on every front now. The Bactrians are getting ready. This is probably what the Persians need to do, is do an all-out assault on every front. See whether it'll test the Athenian and Spartan metal, whether they can then shift around reserves as easily. Because they've been attacking on like different fronts at different points, and it's not really worked as effectively. You can see here the Sabaean troops here breaking. Yeah, they're like being still able to comfortably shift around reserves and support each other. Well, if they attack on every front, it might make that a little bit more difficult. We'll see. Looks like we've got more just like archers going in that are running out of ammo. All great stuff here for Athens. Is their bloodied hoplites here still giving it their all. They're still like fairly healthy. I mean, what they got 182 kills, really good kills there for them. They need to be careful they don't get baited out of the phalanx line. You can see the line where they're trying to hold, and the hoplites here need to be careful. Need to get back. Pull back, hoplites. Men of Athens being far too eager. They're not as regimented as those Spartans, those glorious Spartans, the Hippias over here, just, you know, facing off. I mean, I think they could probably challenge this, to be honest, this line here. There's not much cav in the area. They could maybe try and push forward and challenge that. Could the Athenians give that a go? The Athenians and the Spartans. Here looks like cav's just been sent in. Very light missile cav going into a phalanx. That's not going to really work too well. The Trophimoi here doing just fine. Very chaotic down here, fighting off against like some troops from maybe like Africa or something like that, like Ethiopians or something. And they're holding these guys back. Come on, men, hold the line. Oh, we are starting to see some Athenian hoplites waver in the center though here, and they're going to break. There are Neo-Demodes, so they're ready to replace them, so you need to be careful. But they have kind of got flanked, which is why I think they've, by the Sparabara, which is why they've broken. Like I said earlier on in the video, that's how you break through hoplite lines. You need to kind of flank the hoplite wall, and all of a sudden it's looking a lot better for you. That one also, this hoplite unit here has kind of got another funny flank. Whether the these medium spears here could go in and try and break that, that'll be it's worth a try. And you can see here we've got Perioiko now shifting back in this direction. And here come the Bactrians now going in. They're going in against the Perioikoi. And pretty much every flank now is being attacked in some way or another. Hold the line, men of Sparta! There you go, more Perioiko going in, trying to clear out these Bactrian Hippias. Riders falling. Infantry battling on, come on boys, fight on. Oh, they're kind of getting a little bit isolated here, this Perioiko hoplite. They might need to pull back. They can. Well, the Spartan youths over here, they're doing their best to fight on against the light infantry. We've still got, yeah, like lots more Neo-Demodes, Helots here as well. Looks like they're all sort of beating back their opponents. Like Spartan Lights just beats up the lights of the Persians quite nicely here. But yeah, this Perioikoi, it got baited out and it's lost like 30 men. They're trying to damage this Bactrian Hippias here as well. Not having as much luck with that. Fight on, Perioikoi.
Understood.
Yeah, they're trying to get out of there as quickly as possible. They're taking about 40 losses. Look at that wavering, 0 to 10. They might still break, you know. They need a bit of a morale boost. That's a healthy unit. Neo-Demodes here, they're fighting on pretty well, fighting against these medium spears of Saba. Like I said, I think most of the forces now are shifting around to the other side. We've got chariots coming in again though. This could be a problem. Chariots could just rip through this line here, cause all sorts of problems. It might be the perfect time to send these guys in. We'll see. Because I mean, there's not much in the way of reserves now with the other flank being tied down as well by Persians. Nope, they changed their mind. They're retreating. There you go, Athenians going in again against more lights. There you go, we've got camels going in as well. They snuck in, they kind of have a little bit. They've smashed into this this Helot unit here, and then they've backed and gone into the back of these like these Plataea here, this phalanx, and that's actually causing them to get unnerved. Not a fan of that. The camels there could do a lot of damage. Camels and DEI are pretty damn scary as well. Pretty effective. We've got some Spartan hoplites going in there. We've got, what have we got here? Trophimoi. They're breaking. They're getting rear charged as well by camels. And this could be the breaking point here. There's a big gap starting up here. Another cav unit's going through. A Persian sort of like light cav here going through. They've stormed on through. They're going to go and yeah, look at that. Athenian hoplites starting to waver, and a gap has opened up. And we've got the same happening on the other side here. We've got Bactrians also sneaking through. I don't know how they've got through. Maybe here. Maybe they try to go through this gap. I'm not really sure. There's not much of a gap going on there though. And we've got a Sabaean spears well breaking through. Look at this. Yeah, there's just been a whole breakdown on every front right now. Most flanks are seeing breaking point going on now, and this is not good. Yeah, the cav going into the back of these Athenian. I think these are the veterans again. Yeah, veteran hoplites here. They're getting rear charged. Otherwise, a very formidable foe, but not when it's getting rear charged. Hold on, men of Athens. Hold on. There you go, another rear charge here. I mean, the Spartans are winning their fight, but they might not be now with a rear charge from the cav going to the back of them. Sad stuff to see. And you can see the Spartans trying to abandon their fall back, trying to regroup. So they're going to take out that heavy missile cav there, which is a win. That's a very good result there for the Spartans. Still got periodical hoplites back here that rallied. The Helots, I think, are just getting run down. Yeah, the left flank is pretty much all gone. I mean, some of it's still here, just standing here, because there's not much we can do. We've got infantry in front of us. We've got cavalry behind. It's like, what do you do? What can you do? And there you go. You've got Homoi, Plataea trying to do their bit. Got to try and get them to support these veteran hoplites here of Athens, but I think they might break. Oh, the cav. Oh no, this is chariots. Sorry, the chariots are in here. How many kills they got? 235. Not as many as the other one, but still doing very, very well. There you go. The hoplites here. They're 10 morale. They've rallied. I think it's because they've got allies nearby. The flanks are secure a little bit more now. You need to get in there. Get in there a bit closer, Sparta. You need to support your boys. And Perioko here, they've won another fight against the Bactrians, but they're getting rear charged by Persian light cav. Yeah, you can turn them around, you can try and rout, you can do what you want. There you go, you can see here the Persian light cav just starts to waver. As soon as the hoplites turn around though, they get out of there. Routing some of the, trying to rout some of the Sabaean medium infantry here. Spartans fighting on. Cav again rushing in. Good side charge to the side of the Spartans. That might rout them, you know. Light, yeah, there you go. Spartan levies break. Oh, there you go. That turned around. The Helots, they're all broke. Yeah, there's so many units in there as well. It's such a loss. The general over here is getting surrounded. You look just badass. Look at the officer. Oh no, he's fallen. No. Spartans here, looking very bloodied up. They need to get some kills. This general though is an army killing machine. It can be. It's already lost quite a few troops, but it can get a lot of kills. It needs to be secured. It needs to be supported. Fall back. Regroup where you can. I mean, it's not over yet. Balance power is not like horrendous for the Athenians and the Spartans, but it's not looking great. Got like the troops going back to back here trying to support each other. Look at that, look at that. The medium chariot's wavering. It's not even engaged, but it's wavering. That's something. That very heavy cavalry is still going wild, I'd just like to say. I don't know how many kills it's up to. 280. Definitely really very much helped out. Oh, is this cav return? Seriously? This was right by the red line. I thought it was going to go. Periodic hoplites down here. I think they're routing a very healthy unit as well. Just what happens when hoplites get surrounded. Yeah, 140 of them left and they break. It's sad to see. It really is. The Hippias here, they're down to 207. They've got 131 kills. You need to try and engage this unit a little bit more than they're actually fighting here. And the last few units over here, they're just getting a little isolated. I mean, it's like If you fall back, where do you fall back to at this point? The Spartans have nowhere to go. It's just like go back to back, try and hope that you can win some of these fights. Athenian hoplites down here, they're holding on bravely, maybe foolishly. And there you go, they've routed eventually. 75 of them left, that's actually quite pretty decent actually. Periodical hoplites arrived just a little too late to save them. You can see more of the Spartan hoplites trying to just retreat, trying to get out of here. They're going to get cut off, I think, here by some lights. They're trying to retreat. I was trying to make like sort of like an organized defense here as a last stand to try and get our guys out, but it was unlikely to happen. The general here for the other Spartan player very much cut off. He's was that left flank, and he was had a long way to go to try and regroup. That's unfortunate. But yeah, some of the Spartan hoplites here engaged against camels. I mean, they'll take that fight. The camels will just get speared quite easily.
Yes, Commander!
Spear 'em, boys! Spear 'em! Take as many of these damn Persians as you can. This general, I mean, like I said, these are army-killing machines. These generals. So there's hope. I mean, there's a lot of wavering Bactrians here that are still alive. So all it takes is probably like, you know, a couple of them to rout, army losses to take place. I mean, this is still a difficult defense to try and take on. I mean, we've got some veteran hoplites. They're probably the easiest to take out. We've still got the Hippias alive here. Lots of periodical hoplites. And yeah, just periodical hoplites. None of my Spartan hoplites are really left alive. There's one over here getting stuck in. They're starting to waver and break 156 men. I think most of the Spartan hoplites over here are just getting surrounded and killed off. Even though they're starting to waver and break other stuff, they are going to get broken themselves. Just like rear charge again from that heavy cav. Good relentless it is. Another charge there. Again, the hoplites getting engaged on one side and getting charged in the back on another. And I think that's them breaking as well. 127. Yeah, it's just a capitulation now of this left flank here. Homomoy. Yeah, the Spartan hoplites are breaking. We've still got one of the like really elite or hoplites, but yeah, just kind of just been forgotten about. Dead, dying. The general over here though is still fighting on hard. Kill as many of them as you can, boys. I love like the headpieces they got going on there. They do look badass. This general, how many has he killed? 202. You know, he's doing okay. So this unit here, the Sparabara, though, 286. He's got some good kills. What's the other general got? 157. Yeah, he needs to do some catching up. He does. Yeah, the Persians, I guess, are just dealing with all the remaining other like defense, like pieces of resistance before they come in and attack that final Spartan defense. Remember the 300! Honor them! Fight on, men! Still in there, still trying to get kills. They only lost 10 men of this Hippias. Up to 200 kills. It doesn't seem like they're really engaging the unit properly. Oh, there we go. Spears are down again, swords are out. Hacking and slashing. Spearing where they can. Shields may be broken. Theoden's speech worked quite nicely for this. Cav though is being relentless. The Spartans you can barely see down there. There you go. They need their headpieces just to be seen in the battle. They really do. Keep stabbing away. What is Hippias up to now? 360. They're getting some good kills. This Hippias here is having no joy in running them down. The fighting continues on this side here, as you can see. Looks like actually the Spartans have tightened that circle. They've managed to rout the light spear that's in the center. And I think we're going to see an aggressive push here from the Hippias. They're going to just go in. They're going to be aggressive. Break down that final defense.
Orders understood.
After seeing how much joy the other Hippias was having, they're going in hard. They just start stabbing. Poke away, boys. Poke away. How many kills is this one on? 170. It really needs to catch up. This one's on 430 already, and it's clearing house. You can see the Persians actually giving it some space. They're like, yep, we're not fighting that one. Did incredibly well. It's only lost about 50 men. Like I said, this unit is an army killer. If used correctly. And it is being used very correctly right now. The Perioica are holding on. Proving that they are true Spartans as well. Hippias here needs to keep up the fight. Oh, beheading that Persian. One less Persian in the world. There's a Sabaean general in there now. The only one that's really been committed. The Perioica hoplites are starting to crumble. It's not looking good. The Hippias is still holding on. He's steady. 199 kills. What's the other one getting to? Is it routed yet? It is starting to waver. 460 kills. 194 men. It's starting to then waver. I think it's just, again, because it's getting surrounded by things. And army losses are probably coming into effect now. And I think we're about to see a break. And I think the Battle of Plataea is going to go very differently in today's battle. Rather than a Greek victory, we are going to see a Persian victory. But they haven't got much left. Definitely, I think, wasn't like a bad battle. Cost the enemy victory there, as you can see. We'll end the replay and have a quick look at the end results. But yeah, it was a really, really fun one. Well done to everyone that took part in this one. It was a grindy battle. Really, really was. So yeah, well done for everyone that was dedicated enough to come along for this one. I was playing as one of the Spartan players. I got 212 kills with my general in the end. One of my Javis getting 125, 164 with the Spartan hoplites there. Perioica getting 296, 200, 313 kills with the Skiriati. Spartan News getting 243 kills. Then we have Bane playing as the other Spartan player, 471 kills with his Hippias there. His Spartan hoplites, 193 kills. The Perioica getting 248, 187, 266 with the youths there, and then one of his Trophimoi here getting 130 kills. So we have Bulk playing as the Athenians. He lost his general very early on, but his men still fought on hard. Imagine how hard they would have fought if they still had a general. Yeah, 139 kills with the archers, 272 kills with these light spears. I think these were the light spears, so they did well. All of them actually did pretty well. And then he's got his his mercenary veteran hoplites down here, 338 kills, 196. Athenian hoplites, 211, 173 with the Thetes hoplite there. Then we have Johnny playing as Saba, getting 138 kills with the spears here, 269 kills with the chariots. The other one got 595 kills. Archers getting 220 kills. Yeah, some good kills there with them. Another archer unit getting 164. Some of I think these are Ethiopian infantry here getting 141 kills. Some spears here getting 163. And then lighter spears here, 242, 196, some solid kills there. Then we have God playing as Bactria, 216 kills with the light cav there, 311 with his Bactrian aristocrats there. The Bactrian Hippias, 302, 520 kills with another Bactrian unit there. The cav really proving that it's worth. Then you got the lighter, Indian sort of spears here, 195 kills, 228 with a light sword here. And then, yeah, like Spears getting 102, 101. Then we have Cyrus playing as Persia itself, getting 376 kills with that very heavy cav, 143 with another cav there. His lights actually doing pretty well, getting 218, 224. His like light archers here getting 282 kills. At least I think they're the archers. I think they are. They're like maybe spears and a bow. I really don't know. And then we've got the light spears here getting 129 kills. Sparabara getting 297, and then the like the light swords down here getting 302 kills. So even though they were fighting off against really tough units like hoplite units, the Persians still managed to get some massive kills themselves. But there you go, guys. That is today's battle. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.